my COMEDK 2025 aspirants. So today we are going to solve the 2024 paper, complete evening shift paper we are be solving. So please see the paper and analyze the level of the difficulty of the questions and also analyze your preparation. Okay. So coming to the first question, given are the four statements related to the chemical properties of glucose. Identify two incorrect statements from the following. Okay, incorrect statement. It reacts with Br2 to form saccharic acid. That is incorrect because it reacts with Br2 to give you gluconic acid, right? So this is incorrect. Next, reacts with acetic anhydride to form glucose tetraacetate. No, it forms pentaacetate. So A and B are the incorrect statements. So option number A here. Next, at 700 Kelvin, the equilibrium constant value for the formation of Hi from H2O2. Sorry, H2 and I2 reacting to give you Hi. Okay, the equilibrium constant for this reaction is 49. If 0.7 moles of Hi is present at equilibrium, okay, 0.7 moles of Hi is present at equilibrium, what will be the concentration of H2 and I2 if we initially started with Hi and allowed the reaction to reach equilibrium at the same temperature? So if I just write down what is the value of K equilibrium, it will be Hi square divided by H2 into I2. Okay, so what is the value of K equilibrium? It is 49 divided by Hi square 0.7 and let it be x, so x square. Now if I solve this, I'll get 0.1 something. So the most appropriate answer here will be option number A. Next, a compound having molecular formula C4H11N reacts with CHCl3 in alcoholic KOH on heating to form a compound with a foul smell. So that means it is a isocyanate test. So this is your primary amine, right? Next, identify the optically active isomer of the compound which also shows the above reaction. That means I have to find a primary amine. So this is a secondary amine. I can eliminate that. And next, I need a optically active isomer, right? So if I draw 2-methyl propanamine, okay, so it is NH2 and I have 2-methyl propanamine, right? So you can see on this carbon, okay, you have 2 H groups. And here you can see 2 methyl groups, so this is not optically active. Next, butanamine is also not optically active, butane 2-amine, if I see this one. Okay, now if you see this carbon, here we have all the 4 different groups. So the correct answer for this question will be option number C, that is butane 2-amine. Next, hydrocarbon A with molecular formula C3H6 on reaction with Br2CCl4 gives B. Okay, so you have C3H6 on reaction with Br2CCl4 gives you B. When B is heated with 2 moles of alcoholic KOH, it gives a compound C. Now 3 moles of compound C when passed through red hot iron tube, it forms D. Okay. Next, what is identify D? So now if you see C3H6 with alcoholic, this one will give you like this, 2 Br will be added. Okay. Next, alcoholic KOH will give me this one. And next, if I do red hot iron tube, it will undergo polymerization and you will get a compound like this, CH3, CH3 and CH3. Okay, so that will be option number D. Next, identify the end product D formed when the solution salicylate undergoes the following series of reaction. So if this is not visible, I'll just tell you, we have OH and COONA, then you are doing NaOH and CaO. So that is decarboxylation. So I will get here simple phenol, okay, because it will undergo decarboxylation. Next, NaOH 1 equivalent, so that will give me O minus Na plus, and then you are treating it with allyl bromide. Okay, so what will happen? This O minus will attack here, this bromine will go here, and I will get CH2 CH C double bond H2. So that is why option number D. Next, for a given reaction X plus Y Z, the order of the reaction with respect to X and Y are M and N respectively. If the concentration, so order is like this, okay, with respect to X it is, and with respect to N it is this one, right? Now if the concentration of X is tripled and that of Y is decreased to 1/3, what is the ratio between the new rate and the original rate? So I have R dash is equal to K into, if the concentration of X is tripled and y is reduced to 1/3. Okay, then what is the ratio of r dash by r? Okay, so it will give me 3 to the power of m by 3 to the power of minus n, okay, divided by x to the power will get cancelled, so I'll get 3 to the power of m minus n, which is option number A. Next, study the graph and you have to increase in the decreasing order of their KH value. So we have graph versus P versus, so I have this formula, right? Now if I take the ratio of both of them, that is your what? KH value or Henry's constant, if I take the ratio of both of them. Now this ratio will be called as what? Slope of the graph. So you can see that S has the maximum slope, so maximum KH value. So S will have maximum, then P, then R, and then Q. So option number A here. Next, identify the final product formed when toluene undergoes a series of reaction with reagents given in the order. So if you see, first of all, I have toluene, and then when I treat it with this one, I will get CH2Cl. Okay, with H2O and 373 Kelvin, I will get this one as benzaldehyde. Okay, so first I will get, I'll get first of all CH2OH, okay, then with oxidation because of OH minus we will get benzaldehyde. Now acetophenone and this benzaldehyde will react. So acetophenone can react like this, right? So this one will attack here. So what I will get? This one, and then I will get C double bond CH2, C double bond O, and then you have this one. Okay, so what I will get? 1, 2, 3, 1,3 diphenyl prop 2En 1-ONe. Option number A here. Next, identify the incorrect statement. Okay, phenol has lower pKa value than paracresol. So paracresol is this one, OH and CH3, right? So if you have phenol has lower pKa value, means CH3 value is present here, right? It is less acidic. Phenol will be more acidic. Why? Because it is an electron donating group. So definitely this statement is correct. So we cannot have E. Next, 2-chlorophenol is more acidic. Yes, because it has electron withdrawing nature. Ortho and para-nitrophenols can be separated by steam distillation. Since para-nitrophenol is more steam volatile, no. Ortho nitrophenol is more steam volatile because of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So correct answer is option number A, that is C. Next, which one of the following gives a good yield of product which will not answer Hinsberg reagent when reacted with benzene sulfonyl chloride? So you might not be able to see. So this is CONH2 with lithium aluminium hydride. Okay, CONH2 with lithium aluminium hydride, that will give me primary amine. So it will give you Hinsberg reagent. Here I have CN with H2, okay, CN with HCl, that will also get reduced, CH2NH2, that is also there. Then you have CN with Na amalgam, sodium amalgam in ethanol, so that will also give me primary amine, so that will also react. Now here I have CN with SN, HCl and HCl. SN, Cl2 and HCl reacts with nitro compounds and not with nitrile, so this one will not give me amine, so option number D here. Next, identify the correct statement from the following. The green manganate ion shows diamagnetic nature, but manganate ions exhibit paramagnetic. No, you know manganate is paramagnetic and permanganate is diamagnetic. Interstitial compounds lower the melting point. No, they increase the melting point. Cerium is a lanthanide which exists in the +4 state. Besides, it also exhibit in +3 state. Yes, that is correct. Option number C here. Next, which of the following is non-aromatic? So we know this particular compound exists in this form. It is a non-planar molecule, so it is a non-aromatic compound, which is your option number A, that is given in B. Next, given that the freezing point of the benzene is 5.48 and its Kf value is given, what would be the freezing point of a solution of 20 gram of propane in 400 gram of benzene? Now, if I just want to solve it, what is the molality for, what is the formula? Delta Tf is equal to Kf into m, right? Tf value is what? 5.48 minus Tf is equal to Kf value is 5.12 into molality, given mass by molar mass, C3H8, Okay, so 36 plus 8, that is 44 into 1000 by 400. Okay, now if I solve this, you will get TF value as 0.34. So you can do the calculation. I'm not doing with very detailed calculation because in COMEDK you have been given with the calculators. Okay, so you can do this, you will get option number A. Next, identify the final product. So Br2KOH, this will give me NH2, okay, and then NHCOCH3, acylation will take place and you will get NHCOCH3. Okay, so that is your acetinolide, option number A. Next, correct statement. You have to identify the correct statement. The reaction occurring at the cathode reaction is this one, O2 plus 2H2O. No. Reaction occurring at the cathodic area is O2 plus 4H plus 4 electrons. Yes, that is the correct reaction given. So option number B here. Next, assertion and reason. N-propyl tert-butyl ether can be readily prepared in the laboratory by Williamson ether synthesis. Yes, we can prepare that. N-propyl, that is like this, tert-butyl ether. Right, this we can prepare. So this one should be your Rx and this one should be your R-ONA. Right, so the reaction occurs by SN1 attack of the primary alkoxide and the on tert alkyl halide. No, the primary halide on tert alkyl alkoxide should be there. So assertion is definitely correct, but reason is incorrect. So option number C here. Next, in the secondary structure of RNA, double helix structure is formed. In the double structure of RNA, two nucleic acid chains are wound about each other. So here also your assertion is correct, but reason is incorrect. Why? In the double helix structure of RNA, we don't have two nucleic acid, one single nucleic acid coils. Okay, then there is an hydrogen bonding. So two nucleic acid chains are not involved. So option number E. Next, Na2CO3O2, you can see this reaction. This is your preparation of K2Cr2O7. So what we take there at the starting material? The starting material is iron chromate. Next, given are the names of 4 compounds. 2 of these compounds will not undergo Cannizzaro reaction. Identify the 2. The one which will not undergo. So here we have alpha hydrogen, so it will not undergo. Then benzaldehyde will undergo. 2-phenyl ethanol will not undergo because it is an alcohol. So A and D, that is option number A. Here also we have no alpha hydrogen, so this one will also undergo. Next, identify the product C formed at the end of the reaction. So you have 1122 tetra bromopropane. Okay, so you have 1122 tetra bromopropane. And then when you treat it with zinc, okay, you get Br2 is released and we get compound like this. And then when you have 2 moles of HBr, so anti-Markovnikov's rule will be followed here and we will get 2 moles of HBr added here. Okay, so I will get 2,2-dibromopropane, that is option number A. Next, what is the product formed when benzaldehyde and ethanol react in the presence of dilute NaOH followed by heating the intermediate product formed? Okay, so you have benzaldehyde and ethanol. So I can have like this CH3 C double bond OH and then here I have benzaldehyde. Okay, just a minute, I can write like this. Benzaldehyde is like this. Okay, and you have CH3COH. So what will happen? CH2 will happen, here a double bond will come and this one will be removed. So finally what I'll get the product. So I'm using the shortcut to find the product which I have already explained you in the class. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So what is the product here? We will get one product we will get is 3-phenyl propanol, 3-phenyl prop 2-ENAL, and if this compound undergoes aldol condensation, you will get butane, but2-ENAL. So that is the option number B. Next, in the estimation of element X in an organic compound, 0.8 gram of the compound containing X was heated with fuming HNO3 and cooled product was treated with barium chloride. The mass of barium sulfate is 1.2 gram. So from this we can calculate the percentage of sulfur. You know that in the formula for that is 32/233 into what is the mass of barium sulfate produced, 1.2, divided by the mass of the organic compound, 0.8 into 100. If I solve this, I'll get 20.6. And what is the lysine extract produced? That is FeCN5NOS. So option number B here. Next, identify the pair of the molecule in which one of them is a molecule with an odd electron and other has an expanded octet. So if I see NO, okay, so nitrogen has 5 electrons, it will form 2 with oxygen, 1 is lone pair and 1 odd electron is present, and PF5. So you have P like this, okay, so F5. So you can see that there are total 10 electrons, expanded octet. So option number B here. Next, arrange the following in the increasing order of their reactivity when each of them is reacted with chloroethane and anhydrous AlCl3. So electrophilic substitution reaction is happening. So the compound should behave as a nucleophile, right? Or it should have electron donating group. So I can see here there is an electron donating group CH3. So C should have highest reactivity and D should have the lowest reactivity. Okay, so that is, I can eliminate these two options. Next, after that, bromine is also electron withdrawing in nature. So it's after D, it should be B, then finally A. So option number C here. Okay. Next, the mass of silver chloride in grams get precipitated when 150 ml of 32% solution of silver nitrate is reacted with 150 ml of 11% sodium chloride solution. So we have a reaction like this, silver nitrate, okay, is reacting with NaCl to give me what? AgCl plus NaNO3. Okay. Now what is the mass of this AgNO3? 32% 150 ml of silver nitrate, right? So I can say that in 100 ml there is 32 grams, in 150 ml it will be 32 by 100 into 150. Okay, so 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10, then I can have 48 grams. Okay, AgNO3 present is 48 grams, and we have 150 ml of 11% NaCl, right? So that means NaCl is how much? 11%. That means 11 by 100 into 150. Okay, so that is 16.5. Okay, now what will happen? If you can see here, number of moles of AgNO3. The reaction is already balanced, so 1 mole is reacting with 1 mole. So what is the number of moles of AgNO3? 48 by, what is the mass of AgNO3? Molar mass of AgNO3. So that is 108 plus nitrogen is 14 plus 48. Okay, so 8 plus 8 16 plus 4 20, 2 plus 4 6 plus 1 7, and then I have 170 or 27, just a minute, 108, nitrogen is 14 and 48, 24 5 6 7 and then 170. So I will get here 48 by 170. Okay, number of moles you will get here is 48 by 170 and 16.5. NaCl mass is Na is 23 and 35.5, that is 58.5. Okay. Okay. So now what is, you can do this calculation in your calculator as well. Okay. So what will be the value of mass of 48 by 170? 48 divided by 170. Okay, so we will have this one, and I can say that 3 17 2s are 0.2 something, I will get 0.2 moles, and 16.5, or I can write 165 divided by 585. Okay, put a 0 here. Here also I will get 0.2 something. Okay, so 1 mole is reacting with 1 mole, so 0.2 will react with 0.2, so to give you 0.2 moles of AgCl. Now if I just want to convert this 0.2 to number of mass or amount of grams, so what is the molar mass of this one? AgCl 108, okay, plus 35.5, so I will get to how much? 143.5. Okay, so I will have 2 5s are 10, 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7, 2 4s are 8, 287, or if you just put the decimals and everything, so just a minute, I think we can just take this one some more, 48 by 1. So I can take one more decimal place, then I'll get more accurate answer. So just a minute. 17 2s are 340, 0, 8 minus 4 2, 4 minus 3 1, and again if I take, I'll get 9 zeros are 0, 9 sevens are 56, 9 8 zeros are 0, sorry 9 sevens 8 zeros are 0, 8 7 8 ones 13. So 0.27 I'll get, right? So 0.27, okay. So 0.27 I can nearly round it off to 3, okay, just for calculation. So this one will also be 0.27, you can do the calculation. So I'll get 3 5s are 15. So if I just do this calculation, nearly equal to 3, then I'll get 3 5s are 15, 3s are 9 plus 1 10, 3 4s are 12 plus 1 13, 43.05 something I'll get, and if you do the exact calculation, you'll find the correct answer is option number E. Next, which can exhibit both geometrical and structural isomerism. So here I can have structural isomerism as well as geometrical isomerism, right? Here also I can have I can have facial and meridional. Here I cannot have geometrical isomerism, and here also I cannot have geometrical isomerism. So A and C, that is option number A. Next, what is the wave number? So if I want to calculate wave number, what is the formula? 1 by lambda is equal to 109.677 into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. And the question here is asked for the longest wavelength in the Balmer series, right? So in the Balmer series, what we have? N is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, like that it is there, right? So now if I see that for the longest wavelength, the energy distribution or the energy difference should be minimum, right? Then only I will get longest energy. So I will have 109.677 into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 3 square. So if I just solve this, you will find the answer to be 15233, that is option number B. Again I am telling, I am not doing the calculation because you have calculator in the COMEDK examination. Okay, next, when molar conductivity for a strong electrolyte is plotted versus root over of C, a straight line is obtained with the intercept equal to the molar conductivity at infinite dilution for the electrolyte and slope equal to minus A. That is correct because we have this equation lambda m equal to lambda naught m minus A into root over of C. Now, all the electrolytes of a given type have the same A value, okay. This is correct. Now, at infinite dilution, the strong electrolytes of the same type will have the different number of ions due to incomplete dissociation. That is wrong. Strong electrolytes always have complete dissociation. So, the correct answer is, assertion is correct, but reason is an incorrect statement. Next, we have match the following here. So, Fe F6 3 minus, you know this is a, what you have to do, the number of unpaired electrons. So, weak electrolyte Fe 3d 5, right? So, it will have 5 electrons. A should be R. I can eliminate these two. Next, if I find B, FeCN6 4 minus, right? So, FeCN6 4 minus will have D6 configuration with a strong field ligand. So, no unpaired electron. So, B has to be P. 1 second, just a minute. Yeah, B has to be P, right? So, option number C here, okay. Next, what are the principal and azimuthal quantum numbers of the valence electrons in the tri-positive lutetium atom? Okay, so if you know the lutetium electronic configuration for +3 is 4F14, okay. So, now in that case, what will be N value? N value will be 4, and for F, what is the L value? F value is 3, right? SPD, F 0, 1, 2, 3. So, option number D here. Next, what is the quantity of charge in Faraday's unit required for the reduction of 3.5 moles of Cr2O7 minus in acidic medium? So, if you see, I have done this question so many times. Cr2O7 minus 2Cr3 plus requires 6 moles of electrons, right? So, I can say that 6 Faraday is required for 1 mole of Cr2O7 minus, and in the question I have been given with 3.5, so that is 21 moles or 21 Faraday. So, option number C. Next, a dry cell consists of a moist paste of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride contained in a zinc casing which encloses a carbon rod surrounded by black MnO2 paste. What is the role of ZnCl2 in it? So it prevents the pressure being developed in the cell due to the ammonia gas. So what it does, the Zn forms a complex with the ammonia. Okay. Next, compounds A and B having the same molecular formula C4H8O. Okay, so A and B are there, they have the same molecular formula C4H8O, react separately with CH3MgBr followed by the reaction with dilute HCl to form compounds X and Y. Okay, so this is forming X and Y. Now compound Y undergoes acetic dehydration in presence of H2SO4 more readily than X. Okay, so these do generally, if it will be functional isomers, means they will be generally aldehydes or ketones. Okay, and then I can say that Y, if this is undergoing more easily than X, and compound Y also reacts with Lucas reagent much more readily than X. That means what? Y must be a secondary alcohol and X must be a primary alcohol, or Y must be a tertiary alcohol and X must be a secondary alcohol, right? That means what now? Tertiary alcohol, if it is forming, then B must be a ketone and A must be one aldehyde. So identify X and Y. So we need a tertiary alcohol in case of B, right? So sorry, Y. So I have here 2-methyl pentane 2-OL. If I see this one, I need a secondary alcohol. This is not 2-methyl propane 2-OL. But I also need to C4 should be there, right? So 2-methyl butane 2-OL and pentane 2-OL. One second, yes. So I should have 5 carbons because we are already adding one C. So 2-methyl butane 2-OL. So if I have like this, okay, this is having 5 carbon and pentane 2-OL is also having 5 carbon. Okay, so the correct answer here will be option number D. Next, give the following reaction. Sandmeyer reaction is there and that will give me A has to be S. Okay, so I can eliminate these two options. Next, B, Fittig reaction. B has to be P. That is your this one. So directly we can find option number A. Next, with reference to the Pauling's electronegativity scale, which is the correct order of electronegativity. So you know down the group what happens? The electronegativity decreases. So this is the correct order, this is wrong. Magnesium, aluminium, silicon. Along the period what happens? The electronegativity increases. So this has to be order. Boron, carbon and aluminium, this is also incorrect, and this one is correct because I have nitrogen, then I have phosphorus and sulfur, right? Down the group the electronegativity decreases. So out of these two, nitrogen and sulfur, nitrogen is more electronegative, right? One second, yeah, just a minute. Here I have nitrogen, then here I have phosphorus and sulfur. So nitrogen is highly electronegative, then these two will come, and out of these two, sulfur is more electronegative because along the period the electronegativity increases. So that is why option number D is correct. Next, what volume of 0.2 m acetic acid is to be added to 100 ml of 0.4 m sodium acetate so that a buffer solution of pH equal to 4.94 is obtained? Okay, so you can see this one, that let this volume be X. Okay, let us take that the volume is X. Now what I have, pH is equal to pKa plus log of salt concentration divided by acid concentration. Okay, now pH value is 4.94 and pKa value is 4.76 plus log of salt concentration is what? 0.4 into number of moles, right? 0.4 into 100. Okay, divided by, let the total volume be 100 plus X, okay, into, next what is the acid concentration? 0.2 into X divided by total volume is 100 plus X. This will get cancelled. So I have 14 minus 6, 8, 8 minus 7, 1, 0.18 equal to log of 40 by, so I can write 0.2 and this one can be written as 200, one second, yeah, I can write it as 200 by X, just a minute, 200 by x, right? Next, if I just 2 into this one is 200 divided by x. Yes. Now, if I take antilog, 10 to the power of 0.18 is equal to 200 by x. Now, if you know what is the antilog of 10 to the power of 0.18, so it will something around 1.04 something you will get. Okay. So, just let me. So, now if I solve this value, you will get around 1.5, okay, and that is equal to 200 by x. So, now x value will be equal to 132 something. If I just solve this, you can do it in calculator, you will get option number A. Next, arrange the following ABCD in the increasing order of their reactivity towards SN1 reaction. So, we have a benzyl carbocation, so definitely this one will be more reactive, right? Next, I have here phenyl carbocation, it is the least reactive, so I have only one option with that, so option number C here. Next, for a reaction 5x plus y gives you 3z, the rate of formation of z is given, calculate the average rate of disappearance of x. Okay. So, if I just calculate x and z, so minus 1 by 5 of dx by dt is equal to 1 by 3 of dz by dt. Okay. So, now what is dx by dt? 5 by 3 into dz by z is given 2.4 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Okay. So, it will give off 8 5s are 40 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So, that is 4 into 10 to the power of minus, just a minute, okay, this is 0.8, right. So, 4 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So, option number C here. Next, in a redox reaction, the between Cr2O7 and sulfite ions, what is the number of moles of electrons involved in producing 3 moles of oxidized product? Okay, sulfite ion is SO3 2 minus. Okay, so how does Cr2O7 2 minus will react? It will get converted to 2Cr3 plus in presence of 6 electrons, and we have 7 H2O, and this side I can add 14 H plus. Okay, and then we have here what? Sulfite ion, SO3 2 minus gets converted to SO4 2 minus, right. So, here it is 3 2s are 6 plus 4, 2 plus 6, okay. And if I just balance the number of electrons, 2 electrons will be there, we can multiply it to make it 6 electrons, okay. So, I will have the net reaction like this, Cr2O7 2 minus plus 3 SO3 2 minus. You don't have to balance the whole equation, okay, just have to understand how much is required. So, for 3 moles, to get 3 moles of oxidized product, I need only 1 mole of dichromate. So, moles of electrons is used how much? 6 moles of electrons are used. So, the correct answer will be option number D here. Next, the diamagnetic in nature. So, always remember, if the total number of electrons addition is a positive number, is a even number, then you will be diamagnetic. But there is an exception here for O2. Okay, O2 is total electrons is 16, but it is paramagnetic. And now we can see the question. So, 16, O2 is 16 plus 1 17 here, N2 is 14 minus 1 is 13, carbon is 12 and 16, this is 18. So, these two will be diamagnetic in nature, C and D. So, option number C here. Next, the solute X is found to exist as a dimer. Okay, a 4 molar solution of X shows a boiling point of 101.04 degrees Celsius. What is the percentage of association of X? Okay, so we have this formula, delta TB is equal to KB into M. What is delta TB value? 1.04, 101.04 minus 100. KB value is 0.52 and molality is equal to 4, and I'll just put I here. Okay. Now, this one if I see, it will be 2 times, or I can say I value equal to here what? I value equal to 0.5. Okay. Now, alpha is equal to I minus 1 by 1 by n minus 1. What is the value of alpha here? That I have to find out. I value is 0.5 minus 1 by 1 by 2 minus 1. So, that will give me 1, and if I can convert it into percentage, I will get 100%. So, option number B here. Next, the lanthanide, which would give a colored compound in the atomic. So, YB2 plus, La3 plus and Lu3 plus. Okay. So, if you see YB2 plus has a 4F configuration, okay, 4F14. La3 plus has XC configuration and Lu3 plus also have 4F14 configuration, okay. So Pr3 plus is the only element which can give you colored compound because it has 4F2 configuration, or unpaired electrons are present. So option number D here. Let us see the next question. Given below are the 4 statements. 2 of these are correct statement. Identify them. So cobalt 2 plus is easily oxidized to cobalt 3 plus in the presence of a strong ligand like Cn minus, and FeCN6 4 minus is an octahedral complex which is paramagnetic in nature. Okay, so first of all, removal of H2O molecules from TiH2 whole 6 3Cl3 on strong heating converts it to a colorless compound. Yes, that is absolutely correct, because once we have these 6 ligands and if it is evaporated, right, now what happens, there is no ligand left, so all the d orbitals comes to one level, so there is no d splitting, no dd transition. So this is obviously a correct statement, so C has to be correct. Okay, so I have these 2 options, and if I see, just check with A and B. FeCN6 4 minus is definitely octahedral, but it is not paramagnetic, it is a diamagnetic. So B is incorrect. So correct answer will be option number A here. Next, the enthalpy of combustion of C6H5COOH at 25 degrees Celsius and 1 atm pressure is this much. What is the internal energy for this reaction? So we have this combustion of C6H5COOH. Okay, if I have this reaction, this gives me what? CO2 plus H2O. Okay, so you have 7 carbon, so I will get 7 carbon, then I have 6, so I have 6, then I have 14 plus 3 17, so I will have 17 by 2 oxygen, right? Just let me C6H5COH plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O, 7 carbon, so 7 carbon. Okay, just a minute, here I have 14 plus 3 17, but 17 already 2 are present here, so I need 15 by 2, not this one, this is 15, yes, I have 15 by 2 O2, right? Next what happens, this is already given solid and this comes as a liquid, so this is your gas and this is your gas. So we have this formula, delta H is equal to delta U plus delta Ng RT. Okay, so 7 minus 15 by 2 is equal to, how much it will be? Minus 1 by 2. Okay, so here I have internal energy formula equal to delta H minus delta Ng RT. Okay, now what is delta H value here? Delta H value is minus 2546. Okay, the enthalpy of combustion 2546 minus delta Ng is 1 by 2. Okay, and R value I can just substitute, that is R value is in terms of joules, right? So 8.314, so 0.008 I can put like this. And what is the temperature value? Temperature is 298 Kelvin. Okay, so for a rough calculation, okay, the 0.008 I can just ignore this term and I can see that this one, if I take it as 300, so I will have 150, so 2546, okay, and 150, if I just add them, so I'll get 2696. Okay, so no options are nearby that, so I have to do a more closer calculation here. Okay, so definitely you will have something more than 25. Just a minute, what is the internal energy, right? Delta H, okay, here I did a small mistake, it will be plus, right? Here I have minus and this is also minus 1 by 2, so I got plus value, so 25.2546 plus I will get something around 150, right? So minus 2546 plus 150, I will get 2396, or I can say yes. So now you can say, but anyway we can guess that it has to be less than 2546, right? 2546. Yes, so I will just ignore this also calculation because I am not getting any exact options here. So let's do the calculation properly. So which two options I can definitely eliminate? So it has to be less than 2546. So these two options are greater than that, so we can eliminate that too. Now if you solve this properly, you will find the value will be 2544.8. Again I am telling you, calculation I am not doing because calculator is there in the exam. So you can just do the calculation and you will get the answer. Okay. So just you can like make it 298 and solve, just not 300. So just try solving and you'll get the answer. Next, sulfuric acid used in lead storage battery has a concentration of 4.5 molar and a density of 1.28 gram per mole ml. The molality of the acid is. So now if I have this one, that is what is the volume of the solution? Volume of the solution is equal to 1000 ml, right? Next we have density of the solution. Density of the solution is equal to 1.28 gram per ml. What is the mass of the solution? Mass of the solution will be 1280 grams. Now what is the mass of the solute here? Mass of the solute here, that will be equal to sulfuric acid mass is how much? H2SO4. Its mass is 98. Okay. Now if I have 4.5 ml, right? So 4.5 ml into 98. So that is 4.5 moles are present. So given mass by molar mass, if I just calculate like that, so 98 into 45 if I do, 5 8s are 40, 5 9s are 45 plus 4 49, 4 8s are 32, 4 9s are 36 plus 3 39. I have 0, 11, 10, 14, 4, 4, 1, 0. Okay. Now if I just solve this one, I will get how much? 441, right? What is the mass of the solute? 441 grams. Now what is the mass of the solvent then? Mass of solvent will be equal to 1280, right, minus 441. Then I will get 839, right? 1 minute. Yes, 839. So now let me calculate the molality here. So number of moles is 4.5 divided by 1000 divided by 839. Okay. So can I just make this one as by 840. Okay. So for some calculation, let me just do. And I will have now, if I just multiply this one, I will get 45012 by 84. Okay, 450 by 84. So if I do this calculation, eraser, again you have calculator, you can easily do these calculations without any trouble. Okay, so 450 divided by 84. So how much it will be? 5, right? Something 5 point something I'll get, and I have only one option with like that. So option number C here. Okay. Next, coming to this question is important and a bit tricky also. So first of all, the delta H formation of CO2 is given, H2O is given, and C3H6 is given. Isomerization of cyclopropane to propane is also given, which is minus 33 kilojoule per mole. What is the standard enthalpy of combustion of cyclopropane? Okay, fine. So okay, let's find out this one. So first of all, what I can see is that let's write down the combustion of cyclopropane, that is C3H6 plus O2 gives me CO2 plus H2. Okay, so I have 3 CO2 plus 6 this one. Okay, 3 2s are 6 plus 3 9. Okay, so here I will have 9 by 2 O2. Okay, so C3 H6 H6 and I have 9 by 2 O2. So 3 2s are 6 plus 3 9. So I will have 9 O2. Okay, so this reaction is balanced. Now what I have, standard enthalpy of combustion. So I need that if I want to calculate the enthalpy of combustion, I can have delta H of combustion is equal to enthalpy of reactants minus enthalpy of products. So I have 3 times enthalpy of CO2 plus 3 times enthalpy of water, okay, minus enthalpy of formation of cyclopropane plus 9/2 enthalpy of formation of O2 will be 0. So I can eliminate that one. So I will have enthalpy of formation of C3H6 or cyclopropane, okay. But here what is given? Enthalpy of propene is given, okay, and the isomerization of cyclopropane to propane. Means how can propene isomerize to cyclopropane? So I can write that the enthalpy of isomerization of propene to cyclopropane, okay. What is that value? 33 kilojoule per mole, okay. So that is 33 kilojoule per mole. Now what I have here? 3 times of enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide. So 3 into okay, one more thing, this is plus 33. So what is the enthalpy of formation of cyclopropane? See, first what will happen? Propene will form and after that it will isomerize. So what is the enthalpy of formation of propene? We have 20, and then for isomerization another 33. So total I will have 53 kilojoule per mole, okay. So enthalpy of formation of cyclohexane will be 53 kilojoule per mole. Now if I just solve this, so 3 into enthalpy of this is 393.5, okay, plus I have H2O is 3 into minus 286.5, okay. Next minus, what is this value? 53 kilojoule per mole, okay. Next we have this one, that is 393.5 into 3. So that is 3 5s are 15, 3 3s are 9 plus 1 10, 27 plus 1 28, 3s are 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I will get 1180.5. Next 286.5 into 3, okay. So 3 5s are 15, 3 6s are 18 plus 1 19, 3s are 24 plus 1 25, 3s are 7 8, and then I will get 859.5, okay. So I have 11805. What will be the values here I will get? Okay, minus 118.0.5 minus 859.5, okay. Then if I add these two and then I have minus 53. So if I have solved this, what I will get? Let me just calculate this one. So I will get, let me see if my calculations are going correct or not, okay. 118.1180.5, okay. Next one is also minus 859.5, okay. Next one is also minus, that is 53. So I have 9 plus 1 10 plus 3 13, 5 plus 5 10 plus 18 plus 1 19, 8 9 10, then I have 2, 2093. So I think 2092 is very near here. So option number A is the correct answer. Here the trick part is this one, where you have to find out the isomerization properly, okay. Fine, let's go to the next question here. Let us see the next question here. A current of 3 ampere is passed through 750 ml of 0.45 molar solution of copper sulfate for 2 hours with a current efficiency of 90%. If the volume of the solution is assumed to remain constant, what would be the final molarity of the copper sulfate solution? Okay, so first let us calculate the number of moles of copper sulfate that got deposited, okay. So if I just calculate number of moles, we have Faraday's law equal to m divided by n into 96500 into I into T, right. Now this will, if I just divide given mass by molar mass, that will give me number of moles. 1 divided by, here copper 2 plus, how does it get deposited? Like this, right. So what is the number of electrons used here? 2 into 96500. Then I have 90% of the current efficient, right, 90% of 3. Then I have 2 hours, right. So 2 hours means 2 into convert it to seconds, so 3600. So just let me write out properly. 3600 into 90 into 3 into 2 divided by 2 into 96500 into 100. Now if I solve this, I'll get 0.1008. You can do it in calculator, you will get this much number of moles of copper that got deposited. Now what is the number of moles of copper originally present? So we have what? Given mass by molar, we have this one, molarity into volume. So it is in ml, so we'll convert it into liter. So I will have 0.45 into 0.75, right? So that will give me 0.3375. Okay, so number of moles of copper present originally was 0.3375. Next, number of moles of copper sulfate remaining. Now see, this much was originally present and this much was deposited. So how much will be remaining? 0.3375 minus 0.1008. Just a minute. Yes, so I will have 0.1008 and that will give me 0.2367. Okay, now if I just calculate the molarity of the remaining solution, so how much moles is left? 0.2367, okay, into 1000 by 750. Now this one will give me how much if you just calculate this one? So the number of moles here will be option number D, that is 0.316. Okay. Next question. So vitamin K is used for what? You know, it is related to blood clotting. So hemophilia, I can see K has to be S, sorry, A has to be S, so that is 2 options. I can eliminate these 2. Next, B, vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is, okay, let's see which one I know after that, which I'm very sure. Vitamin D is osteosalamia, so D has to be Q. So in this option D is Q, in this option D is P. So option number A is the correct answer. So B is your R, vitamin B12 is anemia and vitamin B2 is cirrhosis. Okay. Next question, which one of the following is the correct order of reagents to be used to convert A to X? So you have CH2OH and you have CH2CHO. Okay, you have just added one more carbon, CH2OH to CH2CHO. So whenever I have to add one carbon, there must be an use of CN somewhere. Okay, cyanide should be used to increase the number of carbon. I hope this is visible. C, I'll just write down here, CH2OH to CH2CHO. Okay, here are the reagents given to me. So first of all, what I can do, KCN is definitely there, but I cannot add directly KCN to this one. I should convert it to alkyl halides, right? So I will use first PCl5. So definitely I have only one option with that, but let's see. After PCl5 is there, so first what I will get here, if I add this one, I will get, that is, okay, next after that I will get what? KCN. If I treat it with KCN and H3O plus, that will give me this one, COOH. Okay, next after that, if I treat it with this one, I'll get lithium aluminium hydride. So that will give me this one, that is CH2OH, and then with lithium, with PCC, I can convert it into CH2CHO. Okay, so here what will be the correct answer? That is option number B here. Okay. Next question, arrange the following redox couples in the increasing order of their reducing strength. Okay, now you can see here all the oxidation potentials are given. The one which is having higher oxidation potential, means which can get oxidized very easily, will also be a very strong reducing agent. It will oxidize itself, it will reduce others, so it will act as a reducing agent. So if I see here, the highest oxidation potential is of calcium, so C has to be the strongest reducing agent here. So that is why option number A is the correct answer. Next here, in the presence of a catalyst at a given temperature of 27 degrees Celsius, the activation energy of a specific reaction is reduced by 100 joule per mole. What is the ratio between the rate constants for the catalyzed and uncatalyzed reaction? Okay, so for example, catalyzed reaction, let it be A into e to the power of minus E2 by RT, okay, and K1, that is your uncatalyzed, is e to the power of minus E1 by RT, okay. Now what is the ratio of this one? K2 by K1, that is equal to e to the power of minus E2 plus E1 by RT, okay. So that is equal to e to the power of E1 minus E2, that is your 100 joules, okay. R value is 0.083 and sorry, not 0.03, I can just one second, just a minute, yeah, R value is 8.314 and then temperature is how much? 27, so I can write it 300, okay. Now if I just convert it into log, okay, log value, log of K2 by K1, okay, so it will become 100 divided by 8.314 into 300 into 2.303. I hope all of you are getting how it is that coming. See, first if I take ln on both sides, so what I will get, K2 ln K2 by K1 equal to 100 by 8.314 into 300. Now if I convert ln to log, I will multiply 2.303, that 2.303 got divided here, okay. Now 8.314 into 2.303 is 19, you can remember it is 19. So this I can cancel, so 1 by 19 into 3, that is 1 by 57, okay. So now what is the value of log of K2 by K1? That is 1 by 57, okay. Now what is the value of 1 by 57? Let's do quickly. 1 by 57, okay. I'll get yes, now 2 sevens are okay, 2 I cannot take, so I have to take 1 only, so I'll get 57, that will give me 43, right. Next I have here 8 sevens are 56, I cannot take 8 are 7 sevens are 49, 0.017, okay. Just a minute, yeah, 0.017. 0.017 is equal to log of K2 by K1. Then 10 to the power of 0.017 equal to K2 by K1, okay. Now you can see here that what value of this one will give me this much value. Now see, log 1 value is 0 and log 2 value I know how much, log 2 value is 0.301 and log 1 value equal to 0. So I need some number which is between 1 and 2, okay. So that will give me this value, log of that number will be this much, and since it is a positive number, the log of numbers less than 1, okay, less than 1 numbers are negative value. So you can see these are less than 1, so this one will give me negative value. 1.97 is very close to log 2, okay. So log 2 means it will be very close to 0.301. So the correct answer here has to be option number D. So log 1.04 will give me this value, okay. So that is why option number D. Next question, 5 moles of an ideal gas at 3 atm pressure and 27 degrees Celsius is compressed isothermally to half of its volume by the application of an external pressure of 3.5 atm. What is the amount of work done on the gas? Okay, so first let us calculate the initial volume. What we have, ideal gas equation, PV equal to nRT. What is the volume formula then? nRT by P. So what is the number of moles of ideal gas? 5, okay. R is 0.082, okay. Temperature is 300, okay, and the pressure here is also how much? 3 atm, right. So I can write like this 100, then this one can be written as 8.2 into 5, okay. So I have 8.2 into 5, so it will give me 5 2s are 10, 5 8s are 40, plus 1 41, so that is 41 here, okay. So volume here is 41 liter. So what is V by 2? The final volume was half to the initial volume, so 41 by 2 will be 20.5 liters, okay. So now what I can do is I can calculate the work done. What is the work done here? One second. Work done will be minus P external V2 minus V1, right. So P external is how much? Given to me 3.5 atm, right, divided by 41 minus 20.5, Okay, so that will be another 20.5, right? So 205 into 35. Okay, 5 5s are 25, 5 zeros are 0, 5 2s are 10, they are 15, 3 zeros are 1, 3 2s are 6. Okay, 7717, 7177. So 2 decimal places are there. So 71.77 minus. Okay, now you can see that you have to convert it into joule. So you can multiply with 101.3. So that will give me somewhere around 700, right? But one second. Okay, here the value has to be actually 20.5 minus 41, right? V2 minus V1. So it has to be actually 20.5. Okay, just a minute. This value has to be V2 minus V1, right? So V2 was 20.5 minus 41. So it will give me minus 20.5. So plus, work done will be plus, and there is only one option with plus work done. So definitely answer has to be option number B here. Okay, so 101.3 into 71, somewhere around 7000 you will get. So option number B. Next question is given C6H6 Br2 FeBr3. So if I have C6H6, that is your benzene, and with Br2 FeBr3 I will get bromination. Then if I do nitration, okay, so I will get what? This is orthopara directing. So I will get one product like this, okay, and one product I will get like this, Br and NO2 here, right? That will be both the products I will get. Next, if I have here first nitration, if I do, so I will get one NO2 group, and then if I do bromination, so it has to be at the meta position, right? So what you have to find out? C, D and F. So C will be what? Ortho nitro bromobenzene and para nitro bromobenzene, right? So I have para nitro, meta nitro is not produced, okay, meta nitro is not produced. So ortho nitro benzene and para nitro bromobenzene, then F has to be meta nitro bromobenzene. Okay, next question here is given below are 4 reactions. 2 of these reactions will give product which is an equimolar mixture of the D and L. Identify these 2 reactions. Equimolar mixture of D and L means it should be an what I can say optically active compound. So if I have 2-methyl propene, okay, so just let's see, 2-methyl propene, and if you add HI, so I will be added here, okay, and H will be added here. Now you can see that 2 sides I have methyl group for this carbon, so it is not optically active. So A is not there, so whichever option A is there, that I can eliminate. Okay, next, definitely B is definitely there because B is both their options are there. So if I see but 2-ENE, okay, and if you add HBr, HBr will follow what? Markovnikov's rule. So here there is no Markovnikov's rule. You can see that on this carbon all the 4 groups are different. So definitely this one is showing. Next, if I see the next compounds, that is 3-methyl but 1-ENE. Let's see the second compound, what is given to me, that is 3-methyl but 1-ENE. Okay, it is 3-methyl but 1-ENE and H I am adding. So I am adding on this carbon. This is the chiral carbon. You can see all the 4 groups here are different. Okay, definitely. Next, if I have 3-phenyl propene, like this, okay, and you are adding bromine on this carbon, HBr peroxide. So you can see this carbon is having 2 hydrogen, this carbon is having 2 hydrogen, this carbon is also having 2 hydrogen. So there is no chiral carbon, so this is also not chiral, this is chiral. So B and C, that is option number C here. Okay, next question. 200 ml of an aqueous solution contains 3.6 gram of glucose and 1.2 gram of urea maintained at a temperature equal to 27 degrees Celsius. What is the osmotic pressure of the solution in atmospheric units? Okay, so if I want to calculate the osmotic pressure, the formula is C into R into T. But here the problem is we have 2 solutes, so you have to just take the number of moles of both the solute, add them and then divide by the volume. Okay, so what is the number of moles of glucose here? So I will just calculate the number of moles of glucose, that is 3.6 by 180. Okay, so it will be 18.2 za 18 10 za, so I will get 0.02. Yes. Next I have number of moles of urea. Okay, so that is how much? Number of moles of urea will be 1.2 by 60. Okay, so that will be 12.1 za 12 5 za, okay, or 1 by, you can write down like this one, or just let me do a better calculation. I am little weak in calculation, students, so please forgive me. Okay, so 6 I can write 0.2 za 6 10 za, so that will also give me 0.02. So the total number of moles will be what? N total will be 0.04. Okay, so now let us write down the formula. What is the number of moles? 0.04, okay, into 1000 by what is the total volume given? Total volume is 200 into R value is how much? 0.082, and what is the temperature? 300. Okay, this one is there, so 2 1s are 2.02. okay, now if I just multiply, I will get 1000, 1 2 3, so 82 into 3 2s are 6, so 0.06. okay, so it will be 6 2s are 12, 6 8s are 48 plus 1 49. okay, and then you have 4.92, so that is option number D here. Okay, next question, you have to match the order. Okay, what is the order of the XY? Now you can see 0.4 to 0.8, you have doubled the concentration, right? And what is happening here? It has become 4 times, right? I can see, yes, 4 times. So if you are doubling the concentration, rate is becoming 4 times. That means it is a second order reaction. So option number B here. Okay. Next, what you have to find? You have to find the final product D. Okay, C plus D is there, I think. Okay. Formed when benzyl alcohol undergoes the following sequence of reaction. Okay, so first I have C6H5 CH2OH. okay, CH2OH is there. After that, when you treat it with SOCl2, then what I will get? C6H5 CH2Cl. okay, then with KCN, what I will get here? C6H5 CH2 and Cn. okay, then once this with hydrolysis, what I will get? This one, that is OH. okay, so what I will get? This one, 2-phenyl ethanoic acid, that is option number D here. Okay, next question, choose the correct statement from the following. Isoelectronic molecules or ions have the same bond order. Yes, that is the correct statement. Dipole moment of NH3 is greater. Yes, because in NH3 all the dipole moments are in one direction, in NF3 they are in opposite direction, so that is also correct. The carbon in the methyl carbocation is sp3 hybridized. No, it is sp2 hybridized, so C is the incorrect statement. Option number A is the correct answer, which has C statement given. Okay, next we have to match here the electronic configuration and the structure. Okay, MnCN6 4-, that means Mn2 plus is there, D5 configuration, Mn2 plus is D5 configuration, and I have like this, okay, T2G and Eg, D5 with a strong field ligand, so there will be pairing of electrons, so I will get T2G5 configuration, that is A will be R. So I have 2 options, so I can eliminate A and C. Next, cobalt 2 plus is 3d7. Okay, 3d7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So it is T2G5 EG2. So at B has to be S here. Okay, so A, R, B, S, both the options are having. Next, C, if I see Fe2 plus. Okay, Fe2 plus will be D5 configuration. Okay. Now, if it is D5, it is a weak field ligand, so I will have T2G3 and EG2. So C has to be P, and that is your option number D here. Okay, so option number D is the correct answer. Next, the activation energy for the reaction A2 gives you B plus C at a temperature T Kelvin was 0.04606 RT. What is the ratio of Arrhenius factor to the rate constant of the reaction? Okay, so we have this equation K equal to A into e to the power of minus EA by RT. Okay, now if I just write down log K is equal to log A minus EA by 2.303 RT. Okay, now if I just write down EA by 2.303 RT is equal to, you have to find the ratio of Arrhenius factor to the rate constant. So this I'll take this side and this I'll take like this. So I'll get log A minus log K, right? Now this can be written log A by K, log of A by K. I know all of you know this relation. Log A minus log B is equal to log A by B, right? Now what is the value of EA here? EA is 0.04606 by 2.303 RT, okay, is equal to log of A by K. Okay, next, now if I want to solve it, RT can get cancelled, right? Now we have here 4606 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 2303 divided by 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I will get 0.002, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 1000, yes. So 0.002 I will get here. So I can say that 10, 1 second, yeah. 10 to the power of 0.002 is equal to A by K, right? Next, so now what I can find out, which log value will be 0.002. Now see, as I already told you, this one, log 1 equal to 0 and log 2 equal to 0.3, right? And I am hitting 0.002. So that means it has to be somewhere between 1 and 2, right? And if you see that log value, log of something, if it is coming, so I have to find log x is equal to 0.002 to find the value of x. Now if this any number is there which is less than 1, its log value will be negative. Okay, so that means this number is less than 1, this number is also less than 1. Okay, it should be, its value will be negative, but I want 0.002. Next, log 1.5, if you say it is somewhere in between 1 and 2, 1.5, so it will be also some, the value should also be between somewhere 0.0 to 0.3, halfway between that, but I want 0.002, very less. That means the value should be the number should be very close to number 1, so it has to be 1.047. so that is why option number D here. Okay. Okay, so students, now these were the 60 questions from COMEDK 2024 evening shift paper. You have seen already the question paper is not very easy. It has a lot of calculations, a lot of proper preparation is required. So if you are also an aspirant of COMEDK 2025, then we have a special crash course program for you, a 21-day online program. Okay, so if you are interested and if you want to get into the top colleges of Karnataka, want to get a very good rank in COMEDK examination, then this crash course is definitely for you. Okay, so the crash course has already started from 18th of April and we are like, it is available at a discounted price of just 1,999. In this crash course you will be getting the entire syllabus coverage for 11th as well as 12th. 12 mock tests will be there, live doubt solving classes will be there. Then you will also have I can say the last 5 years of previous year questions, detailed video solutions of the mock test, everything will be that is required for the preparation will be given. Okay, so make sure that you are taking like you are enrolling in this one. The link will be there in the description section, so please go there and buy this one and make your preparation much better. Okay, so that's all students in this video. I hope the solutions are very clear. If you have any doubt in any question, do comment down. Okay, thank you for watching and all the very best for COMEDK examination.